Welcome to the Down and Back. We're diving deep into the stories that matter. Let's get this show on the road. All right, welcome back, everyone. We're here live at the event. We've got some great matches lined up for you. The energy here is electric. Yeah, the crowd is really into it. Absolutely, they love it. What a roll. Oh my God, incredible. Unbelievable. Yes, keep it going. Wow.
Yeah, you know what it is. Turn it up. Feel that cornhole blitz. If you came to slide or you came to smack, welcome to the Down and Back.
Nice spot, huh? Cheers to that. Cheers.
Corn dog in the house.
I can't believe he hit that. That was unbelievable. What a shot. Incredible. Welcome to ACL headquarters. Let me show you how it's done. Right, what a shot. Unbelievable from downtown. Up and drained it. Wow. That's how you take over a game. He needs to hit the airmail to stay alive. Come on, you got this. No mistakes now. Execute the play. Stay alive.
Back here. I told you I was going to be coming back with some more recorded shows, and I'm back here with another one with the Down and Back Cornhole podcast. This time we've got a trio. So the show's going to be a little longer. We talk with David Grice from Mad Hatters. We talk with Mitch Belcourt from, and as I said to Mitch, I was like, I kind of told Adam he had a great name with the Badlands, the Lethbridge Cobra Chickens. Gonna have Mitch talking about them. He's already been on once. We're gonna see because he was just like fresh, like they were ready for like their first league night last time I talked with him. Let's see how they're doing a couple months in and how that's going for them. And then the new kid on the block in Alberta. In Brooks, we've got Evan Jardine to join me there. So, you know what? It's let's not even hold this up. Let's just you got these three guys that are gonna be coming up. Let's get right into it. Okay, but first, remember, you got to eat while you're watching, right? So what better to eat than this?
Wingin' It has over 100 wing flavors to choose from and a great burger menu too. Open for dine-in and takeout from 19 locations. Download their app or order online at winginit.ca.
We're back, and as you can see, I'm joined alongside Mr. Mad Hatter himself, David Grice. David, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, Doug. How you doing, man?
I'm still recovering from Edmonton. It was a lot. There was a lot of cornhole, a lot of stuff, a lot of cold weather too.
It was, and you know what? We just got like another inch or two of snow last night again. So it has.
I think I've seen. You're going to get snow till July.
It's supposed to snow the next 3 days. Yeah, on and off. But yeah, it's not looking like a fun start to April.
As long as it stops in Manitoba, I'm cool. But yeah. So you are Mr. Mad Hatter, and you got the Mad Hatters Cornhole Club there out of Strathmore, Alberta. And I know we talked a bit before on the Down and Back in Edmonton there. But now for some people who didn't hear that and didn't go back and watch that, about your league. I know you play Sundays. So we did the thing here on the weekend with you, but what's the league about?
Well, we started up in 2024, in the fall of 2024. We got going kind of the same idea as the Badlands group. We just kind of broke off and did our own thing and started up out in Strathmore here. So we started out not knowing what to expect, and it has expanded obviously very well. We've gotten into trying to get more juniors in. We currently have 9 junior players that play throughout the weeks and stuff like that. So we play out of school gymnasium at Trinity Christian Academy on Sunday afternoons at 2:00, which we're hoping is a great time because you can families involved and stuff like that. It's not in an evening and don't have to worry about school the next day and stuff like that. So we've done quite a bit. We're getting out in the community and just trying to grow that awareness for the game. So,
oh, exactly, and you've got quite the following as well, because I've seen. Even at the Open in Edmonton, there was a ton of Mad Hatters jerseys in that there, but then you also have, and as I said on the weekend there, you have Mr. Cornhole, Tony Van Cleef, who just Mad Hatter stuff across the country.
I call him the Alberta ambassador. He loves to travel. He loves the sport. He is like I've said before. If there's nothing going on and there's a charity event on, he's probably out there doing it or something. And he's one of the biggest supporters out there for the game itself and the growth of the game. So he does. He will travel coast to coast for this game. It's awesome to see. So
And so I know I haven't, but you gotta tell me, have you ever seen him upset? Because I haven't seen him without a smile on his face.
yeah, he's had a bad game here or there, but man, I tell you, if somebody's gonna bounce back, it's like just off the
Oh,
shoulder
yeah.
and away he goes, and he's talking to somebody. It's like not a light switch, but he turns around, sees somebody else, and starts talking, and whatever happened 5 seconds ago, it's like the memory of a goldfish, right? It just spins around and away he goes, right? So he's super awesome to be with. He's super friendly. If you can't find him at the registration table, he's somewhere in the crowd talking to somebody or showing somebody something, and it's just amazing to have him as part of our group. So
Oh yeah, I remember in St. John's last year where he sat at the table right as you walked in the door, coming from the lounge into where we're playing, and he was like the Walmart greeter there. He talked to everybody, and it was
yeah,
just fantastic.
he was in, I believe it was Niagara last year, and he went down to the swamp and met up with Bobby Sperry, played down there. Like if there's an event, he's going. So it's like I say, he's awesome to have on our team and the group, and the whole group is awesome to be with. So they've done a tremendous job. Um, like Adam was saying, this it's not a one man team here. So you have to have a group to do this. Like Aaron, again, same as Adam. It's shout out to Aaron for doing it the way he does it. It's a lot of work. So
Yeah. Well, and as I'd said with Adam and kind of with everyone there is what I love the most about you guys in Alberta is that you guys are you are a bunch of different clubs separated, but you're still all one big club basically because
we
everybody is everywhere, literally everywhere.
yeah, well, speaking of Tony, he's on his way to Medicine Hat to play tonight down with the Badlands group. So, and then so from us, Calgary is about 35 minutes. The Okotoks boys are about 45 minutes. Lethbridge and Medicine Hat are just that hour and 45 to 2 hour drive for us. So, and Brooks, when they get up and running in the fall, which is super exciting to see them coming on board, they're only not even an hour down the road. So Strathmore is actually a really good location, being almost central to everybody. And I think you've seen that on Sunday when we had a record number of 60 players come out. We had a couple from almost every single club there. There's one from Medicine Hat. There's 3 or 4 from Lethbridge, 11 from Brooks. These guys are just diving right into this game. So when they start up full time in September, Evan's going to have a good club going there. So
I think so, yeah. And then the other thing is I think with the video that we did on the weekend there, I think you may have become a bit of a trendsetter because I've started to see in the last couple of days that if you sign up early in some other clubs, especially a couple here in Ontario, if you sign up in advance, you get a chance to have a free entry that week. So you guys might be the trendsetters of that here in Canada.
well, we're trying different things all the time, and some will fail and some will succeed. And if people have if they see what we're doing or they have suggestions, we're always open to suggestions and how to tweak things and everything else. Because when you have 5, 6 leagues just in this area alone, and out east is a greater density, it becomes mundane doing the same thing, same thing, same thing. So we try to spice it up a little bit. Each club has their little fun ways of doing things and stuff, so it's nice to see that people are watching us and and twisting their or making their own of what we do. So that's awesome to hear. So,
Well, I think that in from watching Matt with KW here, is that doing it kind of that way, especially with the being the way of being able to hold your spot with the ACL there, is that there's so many people, even with the hold your spot, they still wait for the last minute,
they do.
right, to sign up. So I think having that little bit of incentive, I think is able to Have you able to know just how many people you are anticipating on coming?
We always, well, you get your signups, and then at the start of the year, it was you would get between 12 and 18 players signing up, and 40 would show up. So
Mm,
we sat back and said, how can we make this so it's a little more, so we're not caught off guard.
yep.
We're lucky in the fact of, if you've seen the venue on the weekend when we did our little blurb there, we can set up 9 sets of boards. Being in a school gymnasium, we are very lucky that we have one of the bigger venues out of the whole group. Evan's got a good venue as well. The coolest venue by far is Badlands. Um, but by registering early, it gives us as directors the great opportunity to know how to set up, right? We pretty much set at the same time. Aaron's got a little bit of a tight venue, so if he has his numbers at a certain point, then he has a different area to put the seatings out there, right?
Mm.
So it's nice to know that beforehand, and that's what we're trying to encourage. And it's not just for our club; it's trying to get everybody in the habit of doing it across the board for everybody to sign up, right? To for all the directors to know what's coming for their league nights, so that they can plan. So
And the other thing with your league, and I've kind of been kind of watching it a bit, just seeing who's showing up, is you guys get a lot of the top players that show up to your league as well. Because you got Rob Ayers, like I know for the weekend, Rob Ayers, Craig Halford were there, but then you've also got some of the up and coming players that really kind of caught my eye in Edmonton. I kind of knew a little bit of both them going in, but then really kind of caught my eye in Edmonton. So you got some really. It's not an easy league to win on a league day.
no, it could be it can be very tough. I've been taking pictures of it lately and stuff, and like our top 20 yesterday were all above a 7 PPR kind of thing. So it's the highest was 9.13, and so it's they're getting up there for sure. And then, but our club is also geared towards all the tier threes, fours, and fives. They're the ones paying the bills, coming in and enjoying it, learning it, socializing, and having some fun, right? So, but we are lucky. We get guys like Jordan Hendrickson. He was supposed to be there on Sunday, but he backed out for a personal thing. So it was we get those kind of players. We get the Bex brothers,
Yeah.
those two boys. We get to see them every week, and being as close of a community as we are, a lot of us will pick them up and bring them into Calgary and stuff like that if we're going in. So they get to play in other clubs as well. So we got Chase McKay, we got Jace Board, and they're all up and comers, right? So
Yep.
there's some that don't get around to out there to play, like Carl Carlson. He's that silent guy that goes to all the leagues and stuff like that, but don't let your guard down. He's
Yeah.
going to get you, right? So
Yep.
and Dean Sauter, another good guy out there. He's out there playing all the time. He travels around. Nick Finkel, like these guys are. Lindy Bowler, right? We
Oh,
get her out here once in a while. She's more in Calgary, but every now and then she gets to come out and play and has the time too. And it's just nice watching the up and coming ladies of the sport and everything else, and be able to put them on our live stream and showcase that for everybody to watch is another thing we added this year. So it's coming along. It's a work in progress, and Randy's done really well at getting that set up and running it. So
well, yeah, and then that's I think that's the big key for you guys as well is your live stream to be able to get that out there and can kind of, it I'm gonna say it's a help to me for when I do get out there to do a lot to do the live stream on the for one of the opens is because I get to see some of these players play and kind of take some notes on how they may throw and kind of that. But it's a really help and you guys have a really good live stream as well.
thanks. It's been a work. Randy's done really well. Kaylee from Badlands has helped her out quite a bit. She's reached out, and Steve Wilson from the Prairie Dogs. He's been a great help as well. They're both those guys are really knowledgeable and good at what they do. So it's it's definitely we jumped in with 2 feet before we knew what we were doing, and we got a lot of help. It's just the community support. Like again, it just boils down to everybody helping you out and stuff, and saying don't waste your time on these cameras or stuff like that before you purchase them, right? So it's
Yeah.
it's been a learning curve, and my next step would be to have somebody that could sit at that desk and do a little commentary. So, I mean, maybe one day when I get kicked out early out of the tournament, I'll just put the headset on and have some fun. So,
Well, I almost for me it's I'm always out early anyway, so it's now been a labor of love for me because it's there's some people that are afraid of doing it, but you know what? Once you do jump in and you're just sitting there, it just becomes it's nicer if you have someone with you because you have it,
yeah,
and so you're not just having a conversation with yourself, but it's a fun thing to do, and I think even I think for leagues commentary is good, but sometimes just getting the content out there so people can see just kind of the goings on and just the fun that you guys have on the boards is
yeah.
the
So
big thing. Because
what we're gonna do is we're gonna start. We're taking obviously this Sunday off because it's Easter. But after that, when we return, generally when we do the bracket, it's usually the top tier that plays on our first court and stuff. So you see a lot of the Aarons and the Robs and Jordan and stuff like that. So starting when we're back in April here, we are going to start rotating that through and every week. So next week when we're back, it'll be tier three that'll be playing on those courts. So you'll get to see the difference of the players and stuff. So the round robin, you'll get to sneak in and maybe you'll get the all the top players and the bottom players and everybody will mix together. But then you're going to get that solid tier three players, and you're going to get to see those up and coming players that are what really makes the clubs who they are. So we're going to start rotating that through, and maybe that'll be a trendsetter too. Who knows? Right?
well,
So
I think for me, I think that's a great idea because that's what I try like to try and do. Easy for me to say. On Saturday mornings at the Opens, like when I do go live on the Down and Back here, is I'll talk to Matt and I'll say, hey, I want names we don't normally see on the live feed here because
yeah,
with doing the live feed stuff is you're always wanting that top tier on there for the ACL Canada stuff, but we have to give those other lower tier players. It's not easy playing on a live feed, and to have those to
no,
know that those cameras are there and those extra people watching you is a little bit intimidating because I know for myself, I keep saying I hate being people watching me
yeah.
do stuff, but they'll say, "Well, you do a show like this." I was like, "Yeah, but
Well,
a show
everybody
like
goes.
this is a lot easier than the pressure of throwing a bag."
Yeah,
But
everybody gets there. They said first bag's not gonna be a corn dog. Like we're not gonna throw that, right? So
it's
they get on there and they do get nervous. So we're hoping by putting the tier threes, fours, and fives on those courts, it gives them more of an experience to be able to come up to some of the tournaments and stuff. So maybe next year when the Opens out here, we'll have an even bigger showing because they'll be more
yep,
comfortable and just seeing how the more the top players play and we got provincials coming up here. We have a regional coming up. Aaron and Evan are running a regional on
yep.
April 11th. So hopefully these guys get out there and start playing on those. I think Prairie Dogs are doing another one, as far as I understand, in May. So it's going to be a very busy end of the season with provincials and everything coming up. So the more people we can get on the live streams and showcase the talent that's out west here, the better. So
Yep. So then we will transition then to Edmonton. So Edmonton was your first Open, correct? That you were
no,
attended.
no, I played in Calgary when it was
Okay.
at
Okay. Yes. That's right.
the volleyball. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Calgary was my first one. Edmonton was the first one for my doubles partner.
Okay. But I felt like each year we've progressed from Airdrie to Calgary, and I thought the vibe in Edmonton this year was just different. Still a lot of fun, but we had a lot more newer players come out and
Yes.
show out on how they played.
Yes, it was a very good showing in Edmonton, I thought, for the West players and stuff, and being able to see all the Eastern players. Like I said, for myself, I got to play against a bunch of East players that I've never played against before, so it was a lot of fun. The venue was amazing. Calgary venue was great as well. Other than it, you had 10 courts off to the side in the other room and stuff like that. Where here at Edmonton, we were all in one.
Mhm.
Again, Matt does an amazing job running it and everything else. And I didn't hear too much outside of the event negative wise. It was a lot of positive thoughts, and can't wait to get back to the next one. And it was a good showing. And we expected some of the lower players to go up there and go, I don't know if I'll come back. And then, but some of them just, well, we want to sign up more. This is now that they got the bug, right? So
Well, and the other thing I really liked was, and I know he's not going to like me for saying this, was that aside from Dion Kuza, everyone allowed me to get out earlier. But Dion
he makes the most.
Dion
of his
likes to
time
go a
on the
little
court.
slower and kept me there longer. But that was the one thing is that I've noticed that it's when we go out west, you guys are hitting it. You guys are you know what we want to get out here at a good time to go out and be able to do some other stuff as well. And it's not those late. Well, yeah, I was still out there by midnight, but still, it wasn't those really late nights from all the other divisions. You guys, it was all pretty run fairly well, and you guys, you kind of got down to business because so many other opens that I'm at is that they're calling players' names. This person needs to go there. This person needs to go there. I didn't hear much of that. Like everyone was kind of on the ball and ready to play.
I think a lot of it was there's a lot of people following everything and all the brackets on their phone. So if we were sitting at a table and you looked over and it was like, oh, hey man, you're up, right?
Yep.
So I think that was a lot of it because they're kind of used to that at the leagues out here because everybody's watching it on their phones. We have it on the TV screen up on the bracket. Nick and them with the Prairie Dogs, they do a similar thing. They have it up on the screen so you can see. So everybody's always like, or if somebody's missing, they know where they are and they run and get them. So it's it was very well run. It was an awesome time. I know everybody was happy with their performances, and like I say, they got the bug. And when you guys come back next year, hopefully in a warmer climate, it'll be a better showing and a good time. So.
No, I think it's going to be good, and I'm still. You may see me back out there before the end of 2026. Just saying.
You're always welcome. So
I would love to get back out there and not just. I know I'm probably going to be back on one of Steve's live feeds when he does some events out there, but I would like to get back out there in person because it's you guys. The amount of support I've got from myself, and I've said this to each person here that we've had on the show here this week. The amount of support from the people in Alberta as a whole has just been tremendous because usually this is like the dog days for me in the mid-season that it's starting the season's starting to drag on a bit, but being out in Edmonton there, it really kind of just it lit the fire back up and just to kind of keep stuff going. So you guys, I've got a lot of love for the Alberta crowd because I can't, like I said, each league is separate, but you guys are all one big family, and that's what makes cornhole fun.
We all talk, and being as new as a lot of these players are, they're starting to see when we do stuff like yesterday where we brought you in to do the fun little draw and stuff like that. So these guys are now going to probably tune into you and check you out because some of them have never heard of you before. So. And then up in Edmonton, they actually see you live, so they're going to follow it. So they're going to get into more of the following of all the related social media stuff regarding cornhole, and it just benefits everybody. And that's where the advertising goes. Because once I've always said it, if you put something up, I have my 1,000 followers, but now this guy shares it. Now I just doubled that to 2,000, and then one of his friends shuffle, so it just blows up. And that's what we have to do to get the name out here and get the sport going. So we're trying new things out, and hopefully it works.
Well, I have to say good luck to you for the rest of the season, and like I said, I hope I'm going to be able to go out to see you again, live in person, out in Alberta, because I've got to at least get to your club. What I'd love to do is be able to do stay out there for a week and do like a full tour because you guys have it all night. You guys got each week all set out.
You could jump in with Tony and he'll just drive you to all of them, right? So,
I guess I can do that too. Yeah. I should have called him for a ride from Calgary up to Edmonton.
Yeah, he would have taken you in a heartbeat. So, like I say, he loves going everywhere. So it'd be awesome if you could come out. We'll be out in St. John's. We're coming out there. I think there's 6 or 8 of us for sure from Strathmore area coming out to play.
Well, I've heard a lot. Like I've kind of said to some other people is that I said I did my Zoom hangout the other night, and there was some people from Newfoundland in there, and I was like, expect it to, we've always said St. John's is going to sell out, and it always gets close. I was like, expect this year to sell out, and they're like, oh, we're not sure. I was like, I know of about like 6 Airbnbs that are being rented by people from Alberta.
Yeah, we rented ours back in December. We wanted to make sure we had a spot, and I've already got my my registrations in for everything already. The advantage of platinum membership, right? So got those in, and we've been telling everybody to watch for it and get it on. So it should be a good showing out there from the west again, hopefully. So and let everybody know we're not just out here to have, it's a good time out here, but we're out to compete too. So
I think St. John's is going to be a absolutely fantastic one. I can't wait to see you in St. John's, and like I said, best of luck for the rest of our season here. And I'm hoping Randy I know she's gonna kill it with the live feeds and such. But yeah, good luck to you guys, because I know you guys do so much great stuff within the community and within the league as well. So
well, we appreciate all the support we get from everybody, including yourself and the ACL, and we're here to grow the game and have some fun doing it. So
exactly. So thank you for doing this here, and we'll be in touch many more times before the season ends. So thank you again for doing this.
No, thanks for the opportunity to do it, Doug, and always a pleasure.
Okay. And that was just such a great talk with David. I got to talk with him in Edmonton, and talking to him again, just kind of the more stuff. Like, they're getting 60 people out for a league night. There's some places in Ontario that would be happy with having, like ecstatic with having 60 people out at a league night. So congrats to him for doing that there. We got to talk a bit more off air after that there. And if you haven't been watching our live feeds, start watching them. They're about to kind of just really get things going in Alberta, or in Strathmore, to be exact. So some great things happening there. Now we're gonna switch things up again. I told you, the name everyone wants, the jerseys everybody wants with the logo. Here's Mitch from the Lethbridge Cobra Chickens. Who doesn't love the name Cobra Chickens? Here's Mitch. So here we go. We, as promised again, back for he's the only returning guy that we've talked to from the Alberta family. Mitch from I said that the Badlands was the perfect name. The Lethbridge Cobra Chickens, that's a little bit above that one. So Mitch, welcome back to the Down and Back.
Thanks for having me, Doug.
Oh, it's before, when you were on, you were just kind of just starting off. It was you were getting. I believe you were getting ready for like night number 1, were you not?
Pretty much.
Almost. Yeah. So it's been a little while now. How are things going with you and the Cobra Chickens?
It's been fantastic. We have gone from 2 people showing up on our first night to 40 people showing up last Friday. We had, on my birthday, I threw a big party. We had 50 people playing, probably 80 people in the church that we play at. It's been phenomenal. I mean, what a journey in the last 5 months, I guess, since October. I would have never imagined that we'd be at this point right now, me talking to you, that we'd come this far. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, because you guys have went through, like, I think you did like a couple sets of jerseys that have come out now, and the logo is just it's been kind of like refining, and then you're even talking about some other newer places. It's just been, that's what I love about Alberta Cornhole, and I've talked about this to everyone else, and we kind of talked a bit about it off air here. Is that you guys are all separate leagues, but you're all one, and it's something that I haven't really seen anywhere else. The amount of the assistance or the camaraderie, because even the leagues, you guys are all kind of always getting together to do like collab tournaments or whatever, kind of getting together. It's just, I think it's just absolutely awesome.
2 hours, so it's like 2 hours from here to Medicine Hat, 2 hours almost to Brooks, to Strathmore, to Calgary, to High River. But it's amazing how many people make that drive on a Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. It doesn't matter what night. People drive here to play at 6:30 and then drive home. And and every time, somebody from Brooks walks in, or somebody from Strathmore walks in, or Calgary, Aaron and Roger and Henry come down to play. It's just like family is showing up for Easter dinner or something. It's just it's a gathering, and I couldn't imagine it would be what it is. If you had told me, I probably wouldn't believe you, but it's pretty awesome.
Well, yeah, and I kind of talked with David earlier, and I kind of said to him, I was like, at times I call the ACL Canada the pro circuit the traveling circus at times, but that's Alberta in a nutshell. Is you get so many people that are just traveling that'll just show up, like David and everyone else and Evan and Adam have all said, at any time you could have like 10 people from this league and 10 people from this league show up. It's just it's everyone just kind of just wants to play cornhole, and then it's all, everyone just travels to have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
it's a blast. And then even at the Open up in Edmonton, I had seen that as well, because and not to knock the Ontario people, seeing them, but seeing them at tables, right? Yeah. Is you had this league that had a bunch of people come, were on this table. Other league was at this table. They all had took their table.
Yeah.
The Alberta people,
it's not like it.
I would go to talk to them, and it's like there's a couple here, a couple there, a couple here. You guys just it was just a mix of jerseys everywhere. Yeah. Right?
So and we come in and we put our stuff down on one table, and then we just migrate to each table and just sit and talk to everybody. And I've met so many new people in the last 5 months or so. We went to Brooks and played there in a fundraiser that they had. Strathmore last weekend, Badlands, we've been there a couple times, and every time I walk in, I know more and more and more people, and it's fantastic. It truly is a family that we're a part of here. So I'm very grateful for that part.
Yeah, and I haven't had be able to get to glue him down to sit in a chair to sit and talk here, but I think that's all shows just how much Aaron has really put into it to really make it that family atmosphere. Because you see him, because he was like the social butterfly going to everybody. He knows every single person, and I don't want to say that he has like his hand in all the leagues, but he's kind of at all the leagues. He kind of knows what's going on. And, in talking with some of the other directors there as well, is you guys have that group chat where you guys are like, okay, what's going on here? When are we going to do this? When are we going to do that there? And you guys all just, the cohesiveness to make sure that there's nothing that's really overlapped. Yeah. Right? Is just. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Oh, it's just.
Aaron has been, Aaron, everybody really, but Aaron and Adam are two go-to guys when I have issues. Unfortunately, Aaron works on Friday nights when we have league. So I end up calling Adam, and he always answers his phone. But I had a half hour, 45-minute chat with Aaron the other day about software and figuring out why things were happening or weren't happening. And, he has zero problem taking time out of his day to sit and talk to me and walk me through it and help me out. I'm truly thankful for his help and really everybody's help, because I don't think there's one person running a league here that hasn't helped. Steve with the Okotoks Prairie Dogs, he sponsored us when we were getting our feet off the ground, gave us some money to buy a set of boards, and so yeah, I mean, everybody's just been unbelievable and helpful, and I owe where we are to all 4 other clubs in Alberta right now. 5th, hopefully, will be Brooks Bullets. We'd love to see them come on board for sure.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is, and there's rumors out there that there could be a lot more as well, but we just can't talk about that right now. But no, it's and that's the thing is that you guys are all like it's that is what I say in this is it. No one's afraid to go and help someone else out because it's you're not worried about taking. I'm gonna take players from this league and they're just gonna come over with me because you guys are spread out. Like I talked, like I can go and do the Alberta tour, and play every night of the week, right? Yeah. And that's that's what Tony does. What LT does,
LT and Jackie,
Well, we talked up here.
My mind.
We talked up here that with Tony. You could be anywhere in Canada, and he could happen to show up at that league night because that's just how he is.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
But that's just the great stuff with the players now. I'm trying to remember because I know so many of you guys out there now are starting to do live feed. Do you guys do a live stream for the league?
We're working on it. I've just recently picked up some camera equipment, and I'm trying to figure out how to get the live stream. We've done somewhat successful live streams, but I'm learning how to do it on the fly.
Oh, trust me, at least you're learning on league nights. I learned at an open saying, "Here you go," and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I gotta try and figure this out now," right? But it's just it's that one little thing, and I've talked to some of the other people, and what I love about all of you guys wanting to do live streams here is that I get to see players that I only see names of, right? And now I was able to see how they play. I can make all my little notes in my book and kind of know how people play in case I happen to see them at an open. But yeah, because there's so many great players, and the other thing is there's so many great young players in Alberta that show up to league nights.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the youth out here is unreal. Like, up in Strathmore, they've got some high level youth players that, I don't stand a chance against. So, and it's awesome to see that.
Oh yeah, because I think I looked.
My son's.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say my son. I'm trying. He's great. I'm trying to get him out, but he's got better things to do on Friday nights than come out and play cornhole. But I'd love to see him take his potential up a notch, because I think he would compete with these. I mean, the kids are. You take that, the aspect of getting in your head out of it, and these kids just come out and they kill it, right? Like it's unreal. The capabilities of them. So,
well, I keep saying that they're too young to know that they're not supposed to be this good this early.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. That's what it comes down to. It's just the no fear. We all have that second guess out that we've already got. Yeah. They don't have that second guess. They're just going to do it.
That's right. We're too much in our head.
Exactly. So, coming out of the Edmonton Open here now, we're a couple weeks after that. Have you seen any kind of a bump with your league, with maybe people that were there or people that kind of talked to people that were at that Open? Have you kind of seen any kind of a bump or in people that are coming out, or just kind of like the little more excitement in the game?
I haven't seen the residual of it yet. I planned to go. I never ended up there. Dirk, one of our top players and board members, went up and represented really well up there. I think in our infancy, people are still so new to cornhole that they don't even know that the Edmonton Open happened, you know, and you know, where clubs like Strathmore with Rob and you know, David, and you know, they're high level players that go and have been following this stuff a little bit more. They would probably see more of the residual of that. But hopefully we'll get to that point. Hopefully, as our club grows, we'll have some more really competitive players, and I see the potential there now. But we haven't seen any kind of bounce back from it yet at this point. Although, you know, last week we had 18 people, and we had 18 people probably because there was a few people that went to, you know, Jackie and LT that would normally come out, and Badlands or Brooks players. They all went up to Edmonton. So, and then last Friday we were back up to 40 people. So I did see the effect of what the Edmonton Open did to our club on that night, that weekend. So, which is good. It's awesome. Like, it means that people are going to it, right? They're partaking. So.
Yeah, and you talk about Dirk. I did get to see a couple of his games, and I know that he did finish pretty high in Tier 3, I believe. I think he did finish in like the top 5, which
4th place, I think.
Yeah, which is great for someone who's new to the game, man. Right? Because that's the thing, and sure, I've talked with with some of the other people about this, is that there's so many people that think, oh, to go to an Open, you only have to be like the top player. Where no, there's levels at
elite.
That for any level to go and play. Plus, then you got a chance to play some other sit and goes. You're not just going there and just getting, you know, having to play the top players. You play people at your level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's for everybody.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but I'm great.
I'm looking forward to my first.
Well, hopefully it'll be next year, and like I've said to everyone else, I'm hoping it's not going to be in like a colder weather month, because the minus 17 in Edmonton was not fun.
Brutal.
I had just finished that in Ontario. We just start getting into the plus digits, and then I go and it's like bang right down, and so it's warmer. That's all I ask for is just warmer. But
well, it might have to be in July then.
Yeah, it have to be. But so your league here, getting back out there, you guys play Friday nights. Where do you play out on the Friday nights?
So we play at a church, Southminster Church. We played at a couple different venues before we found this, and it's the perfect venue for us. We can squeeze 8 boards in there. We have our own concession. We have a pizza joint next door that's like the most popular pizza joint in Lethbridge. And so they, Two Guys Pizza, they give us a deal on pizza, and then we sell pizza by the slice. And it's perfect for us. It was meant to be.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, because you look at the venues there, and most of the other places, they're all kind of all the same. They're like either like an Army Navy club or a Moose Lodge or something. You look at not Edmonton. You look at Alberta. There's one league that's in an axe throwing venue. You guys are in a church. There's someone in a school. There's someone in a community. You guys will play anywhere, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll make the best of it, no matter where it is.
It's just, you guys have fun, and I can't wait to be able to go to see you guys. I'm hoping it's very soon. I'm hoping before the end of the season, I'm going to get back out to Alberta again, because I want to do one of your provincial tournaments in person. So we had kind of talked about that while I was out in Edmonton with Aaron and a couple of other directors. It could be in the works. I'm hoping to do that, but because then we get to meet in person instead of just talking this way here, which would be absolutely fantastic.
We were approached by the town of Coaldale, which is 20 minutes from here, and they want to start their own league. So that's in the works right now. We played out there 3 weeks ago. Huge turnout. 30 people came out the first night. But they have a brand new recreation center there with a massive soccer field, indoor soccer field. And they took us for a tour, and it would be a perfect venue for provincials. Hotels all close by, the casinos right there, you know. It would be, I've kind of dropped the bug in Aaron's ear that maybe next year we do a provincial here, and we're central. You know, we are at the midpoint between Medicine Hat, Brooks, Calgary, Okotoks, and Strathmore. So, you know, it's the same distance for basically everybody to come to us. And so, yeah, I think it would be an awesome place to have a provincial here. And we'd love to host you and have you here as well, Doug.
Well, maybe it's even a good spot for an open. Maybe, possibly.
Good spot for an open for sure.
We'll have to see. But yeah. So I kind of laugh because, you know, Evan knows of my travels. I nothing ever works for me, and I got to have my trip to Edmonton. I had this guy to go into Calgary, then trying to figure out how to go and get to Calgary to Edmonton. I ended up having a friend of a friend of a friend of a cousin of mine, had like 3 friends down the line. Come up was coming from Lethbridge, to Edmonton for the weekend. Stopped in at Calgary to pick me up at the airport. Right, and talking with her on the way up to Edmonton, she had no idea about cornhole in Lethbridge. And I was like, "Yeah, you got to go out and play the Cobra chickens. You got to go." So you may have another newer player coming out there. So that's awesome. You know, it's just a word of mouth, and because I know that you guys are great people.
I was throwing bags at the Y the other day, and this lady come up to me and she says, "Are you a Cobra chicken?" I said, "Well, actually I am." She's like, "I've heard of you." She says, "My daughter's teacher plays with your club." And, you know, I've had that happen to me a few times where people have like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of that." And it's moments like that. It's like, this is happening. This is actually happening. You know, it's like when people, you know, recognize or, you know, have heard of your club, or they recognize the logo or whatever. We actually had Joe Lozon from Ontario ordered one of our jerseys. So we're out there. I had a lady from BC, Jackie, contact me and wanted one of our jerseys. So yeah, it's pretty awesome to know that the Cobra Chicken name is spreading throughout Canada.
Well, I know that I need to get one of your jerseys as well too. So that's got to get
we
something
need to get you a jersey.
Get one in the future.
You know what? Send me your info with the name you want on the front and the back and size, and I'll get you a jersey. We're putting an order in right away here.
Well, we'll make my wife very happy to saying not another one coming in the house, but it's all fine. It's all fine. But
it's on the Cobra chickens. Tell it.
It's getting big here now. It's getting
She'll
big,
be fine
yeah.
with it.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I want to thank you for coming on and doing this here. I know we're going to have you on again because of kind of a new plan for the shows with these here recorded shows, going back old school. And I think I'm going to be doing some more stuff with Alberta here. So we're going to be having you on again here very, very soon. But I want to thank you for doing this here and kind of giving people a little glimpse into, another one of the leagues in Alberta, because you guys are killing it. Absolutely killing it. So just keep up the good work.
Yeah. Move to Alberta. We got great cornhole clubs and great facilities, and it's a big family. So,
well, and I've got half of my family is out in Alberta there too. So it's awesome. It's a good thing. Okay. So again, thanks for doing this here, and Mitch, and we're going to see. Everyone needs to go and check
Thank
them
you.
out online. I'll put a link down below to their Facebook page, and just go and check them out because not only a great name, they're just great people as well. So just again, just keep that up, and with getting 40 people out every week, we know that you are already on the way to success. So just keep that up.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Doug.
Okay, not a
Appreciate it.
problem. And thanks to Mitch for out there. It's as he has, like I said, they're one of the new. They were the new kid on the block, just starting out this year. Jumped 2 feet in, and they're just, and again they're getting some record turn. Like again, 40 people out tonight. Absolutely incredible there. And as I said, there's the whole traveling people and the one name that keeps popping up here, and I've got to have him on the show here, is Tony Van Cleef. He goes everywhere, but thanks to Mitch for that there, and kind of told me off air again that they're putting in a new order for jerseys. So if you want one of those Lethbridge Cobra Chicken jerseys, get on Facebook, get on their Facebook page. Link is going to be down below. Check them out, or even in the description here if you're watching on Facebook. Click on that Lethbridge Cobra Chickens and order a jersey because they are absolutely fantastic. Now, again, as I said, the real new kid on the block out there, Evan Jardine. I got to talk with Evan in Edmonton, and I kind of said, I was like, we're going to get you on the show. And he's like, oh, I don't know if I want to go and talk. I was like, you're coming on the show. So yes, talk with him. My talk. Wait till you listen to what the stuff that they are doing. Absolutely awesome there for an independent league. That's not that's just kind of starting out. Man, they are absolutely crushing it. And here's my talk with Evan, the new kid on the block. And here we are with Evan from the Brooks Bullets. Evan, it feels like we were just kind of together, like almost like 2 weeks ago.
It wasn't that long ago, yeah.
It wasn't, but welcome back to Down and Back, because I said I was going to try and get you on this show here. So we've finally we got you on here. It didn't take that long, but we're good to go here. So welcome to the show. No, we tried, but yeah. So before we get into Edmonton, my big thing is I love hearing how people got into the sport, and it's usually the same for everybody. But how did you get into playing cornhole?
Well, it just started with same as everybody else, backyards, camping, that kind of thing. Buddy of mine, we played together in a little rec league in Brooks, Alberta. We ended up going 20-0 in the league, so we thought we were the best ever. So we wanted to try and find some other leagues to play in. He unfortunately passed away before we had a chance to go anywhere and play. But I searched online, went on Facebook, found some different leagues, and was able to go around and play with all these other clubs to kind of live the dream for him.
Well, and that's the thing is we've all got that one friend that we start playing with, and my situation is almost the same with you. I had a really good friend who we kind of ran the league here in KW, the first league that we had up here, and then we did make the trip south, and we found out that we were just good in our hometown. We weren't good elsewhere.
Yeah.
But especially going down to Worlds, that was a little thing. But that's the thing is the feeling I get in Alberta is, and I kind of talked to some other people about this, is even when you guys have leagues, you still have a backyard feel because you all get together, you all have fun, and there's no one that's really kind of battling for here, battling for there, because you guys are all, I call the ACL when I do the pro division stuff, a traveling circus. You guys are kind of a traveling circus in Alberta yourselves because you guys go everywhere.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of support. We just within a couple hours of each other. Well, I mean, yeah, you've talked to most of these clubs, but Sundays they're the Mad Hatters, Mondays is Badlands, Medicine Hat, right? Both of those clubs, we're right in the middle of them, right? An hour and 15 one way, an hour the other. So, we like to like to go and support those guys. So we can play almost every night of the week if we want to. Wednesdays in Calgary. So we're Thursday nights. So Okotoks on Tuesdays usually, and good old Lethbridge on Friday.
Oh, hey, it's that's a dream place because we can play a lot here in Ontario, but it's I out there. I'd love to be able to do that tour. So we talk about your league. You guys have just started. You're just kind of like you're like the newest kids on the block there in Alberta, and so yeah. But and I think, and we kind of talked about it off here. I think you guys did it really. The smart way is that you guys are just kind of an independent league here right now, just kind of getting the feel, getting that kind of like the groundswell of people to come in to get your league. So tell us a bit about your league.
Yeah, like we were gonna go ACL with talks with the other guys, and then we were very fresh. Like I've only been playing like my first tournament was last July. Mad Hatters had a car show tournament, so that was my first one. So last year, July. So then we didn't really, we didn't want to rush into it. We wanted to lock down a venue, get everything set up, the right way. And then we've had players, like we said off air there, we've got 10 players or 15 players that just want to travel and play all the time. So when January hit, we're like, we got enough players here to start something. So we started in January, an independent league. We've got our clan, our posse already. So
So I'm trying to remember here. You said your nights you play Thursday nights?
we're Thursday nights at the Heritage Inn and Convention Center here in Brooks. They give us a great deal to play there, and just because there's not a whole lot going on in Brooks, so if we come in, and they get the drink sales and the food sales and stuff here in town, so we support them, they support us, so it works out pretty good.
Well, I think that's the perfect way to do it because I think a lot of when people going to places, especially new leagues starting up or trying to find a new venue, is that when we bring a league in someplace, all we want is the space. You know what? And like we're most places we're not looking for a cut off your bar or whatever. It's just we're coming in on a night when you think that you may not have a lot of people, and we can fill the place, right? And I think once we can kind of get some more establishments to kind of realize that I think people may be a little more welcoming to cornhole.
Yeah, we've had we figured it out the one night, like 130 or 140 different people come through the doors for our league night, and we're only on we've done 11 weeks is all we've done so far. So for our little city, that's pretty good numbers. We're getting 30 to 40 every week, so it's pretty good. It's pretty awesome.
Well, I think that's thing is I look at the numbers for your leagues out there, and it's just incredible. Like we had almost 60 yesterday up in Strathmore, and then you guys are getting that there. I think your numbers are just phenomenal. But you guys just aren't just a league, and I know we kind of talked. You guys did some charity stuff as well.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we're not even really we were just barely a club. And we were only 2 weeks in, and Brad Biette from the Elks wanted to know if I'd do a fundraiser tournament for him. And what it was is there was a kid named Tripp. He had cancer, stage 4 cancer, just 2 years old. It was sad story. So we were like, absolutely. Like he was wondering what we would charge to do that. Not a cent, I mean,
Okay.
like we'll do that for you. So we were able to bring that together, and with all of us traveling to the other clubs, gain good relationships. So all the other clubs were able to support us. We had over 40 doubles teams for this little tournament, and raised over $12,000 for the family. So yeah, it was awesome, and that was the first tournament we ran as Bullets. So it's a good way to ease into it. 40 doubles teams.
Well, I think cornhole is almost set up for the perfect way to do a perfect fundraiser because you can come in, you can take up a full afternoon. It's fun, and it's I don't want to say an inexpensive way, but it's still it's not it can be an inexpensive way just to go in, have fun, and to help out a good cause, especially if it's a charity tournament like that.
Yeah, the support was unreal. Like all the other clubs, not only just coming to play, bringing auction items. Badlands came with a big check. Like it was it was awesome just to see the community, like the cornhole people getting together for something like that. And it was a tight little venue. We were shoulder to shoulder. There wasn't a whole lot of stepping out for your shots, but we got it done.
Well, that's always the best way to start. 'Cause we started the same way here with KW. We were in a smaller room where it was just the four teams that were playing on the two lanes. They were the ones in the room. Everyone else had to step out into the restaurant, and then as you get called, it was like you were waiting your turn to get called into the principal's office. But it was still fun. But yeah, so there's that. So now we step into just a couple weeks ago. You so was Edmonton your first big event to go to?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was my first open. It was awesome. Yeah, it was to see the 30 boards set up and walk into that convention center. It was pretty wild. So I was like a tourist. I took lots of videos and pictures to bring home and show everybody. It was a good time.
Well, and that's the thing is, and I've talked to so many people with that who they go to their first open, and then they go and some people are almost intimidated when they go out and they see that many sets of boards and that many people around the board, right? It's it's kind of like that little bit of a shock when you start going in.
Hmm. Yeah, it was wild. And another thing that I brought back with me was like everyone always thinks like you're going to a tournament like that, you got to be a pro player or the best player ever. Like I was saying, like no, that's what it's tiered for, and you know, a lot of the people in our group now are very interested about going to the next one kind of thing because at first they were like, oh, like I'm not good enough to go play in something like that, but now that they realize what it's all about, now that I've been there, talked to them about it, they're like, that's really cool. I want to go next time. So,
well, and you know what, you've actually hit it perfectly. There is that these big events are not just for pros because there's the different tiers, there's the different levels for everybody. Then plus, if say you're a person like me and you go 0-2, you there's still all the sit and goes and all the other stuff that's there that you can do. Right, that
you
it's
go 0-2 on purpose just so you can talk to people, right, for footage and
sure, yeah. We'll
content.
go with that, right? But it's that whole big fun party atmosphere. Because even if you're not playing in a game, you can still go and get like a side game going with someone on a set of boards that aren't being used.
Yeah, but a buddy of mine, Jeff Way, he came up with me. It was his first event too. He's one of the guys that kind of helped me get the bullets going. He builds our boards for us and stuff. And he heard that I was going up there, and he's like, "Yeah, let's do it." But he didn't want to sign up for anything right away because he didn't know what he was getting himself into. Once he got up there, got settled in, had a beer, he was like, "Yeah, let's do this." So then, yeah, he was signing up for sit and goes and stuff like that, and that just shows like you know, you think it's all pro players or whatever up there, right? But it's like, no, it's just for a good time and everyone can play, everyone can win, right?
Well, exactly, and you know, and the other thing is we look at it is we had what, like 104 teams there on Saturday.
Yep.
Of those 104 teams, there was only like 20 of those teams were actually pro players.
Yeah,
So you kind of think that it's all pros, but the non-pros outmatch the number of pros there like 3-1, right? So
yeah.
so you are going there just to to have fun, and there is you can improve your game as well because might be playing against some better players. And what I found is especially in the West is everybody is so approachable to talk with, right? It's not You're not kind of going there, and that's the one big thing I love about cornhole as well is that sure sometimes you may have your little different cliques of people, but everyone is just kind of there as a full melting pot, for lack of a better term, of people just having fun.
Yeah, and that's what I like too about out there is like all the clubs coming together, we're all sitting together. Like it's just a big family. Yeah, it's awesome. But at the boards, it's I had to watch myself a few times because I'm very talkative and like to see what the other players where they're from and all that stuff. And I'm in the pro qualifier and I'm talking the person's ear off. And it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be talking like this. Or this is supposed to be a serious game.
Yeah. But it's still, you know, at the end of the day, we're just throwing bags and we're just having fun. And
Yeah,
I
that's what's
think
awesome.
there's some people that forget that that's what it's all about,
It
right?
is.
Is just us having fun. So, where can people find you? You're on Facebook.
Well, yeah, we have Brooks Bullets Facebook page. Yep.
That people can go and find you and kind of see
We
you
don't
out
have a
and
website or a game.
don't have the game yet. I
Don't
get
have a
up
game
to
yet.
yesterday. I was like my highest was 16. Now I'm up to 19 now. I haven't made the leaderboard yet. I'm up to 19, but yeah, no. I want to thank you for doing this here and kind of taking some time out to kind of talk about Brooks because it's guys like you that I love talking to because you guys are new and you're fresh and it's to help you guys out just grow because the community here is such a great one and especially in a small area like you're in. You know, it's where everyone can kind of get together because it doesn't matter how old you are playing or what your skill
Yeah.
is, you can all just still come together and play.
Yeah, we've had 80-year-olds and we've had 9-year-olds come to our league nights. It's it's wild that it brings everyone together.
Yeah, some of those 9-year-olds I don't like playing because they're already they don't know they're supposed to be that good at this age. But
Right?
it's but again, I want to thank you for doing this here and we might be seeing you a little sooner than the next Open. I'm trying to work on some stuff to that hopefully I can get out there a little sooner. But thanks again for doing this here, and best of luck with the league kind of going forward till to the end of the season.
Awesome. Thank you very much for having me on.
Okay, everyone's got to check out the Brooks Bullets because I've got to meet. Evan was kind of cool in person, so you got to go to his league and have some fun. He's good here too, but it would just go out there, league, check them out. They those guys are a lot of fun, and just there you can have fun. You don't have to worry about the payouts or anything like that, but just go out and have fun with them and kind of just be new at the game. And there it is, Evan. Like I told you guys, going into the new stuff that they are doing in Brooks, absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to see more of them, and maybe them joining the family in the fall. So great with those three guys, absolutely amazing. And the one thing the one piece of info you probably heard from all four interviews when I'm talking about Adam, talking with David, talking about Mitch, talking about with Evan, is family. And that is one show that's going to be coming up here in the near future. I'm going to hope to get the patriarch of that family, Mr. Evan Drew. He's the one that kind of spearheads everything. Every time I talk with him, he's like, we're a cornhole family out here. We're ACL Canada family out here in Alberta. So can't wait to talk with him. And if you're visiting Alberta, go and check out some of these leagues because they are just, we talk about a traveling circus, which I did say with these guys, and circus is fun. Right, it's fun, and so go out and do one of their league nights out there if you get a chance to visit people. I know I'm already got in the plans to do another week out there, and just kind of visit every kind of league each night because I think that'd be an awesome little tour. I think to do so. Go and check out them. Give them some likes on Facebook. Follow them. They all do absolutely fantastic live feeds. Whether it's all their gameplay or they're piling on with the board stuff. But yeah, kind of just go and check them out, and especially with the Mad Hatters guys doing the register at least over a day early, and kind of let them know what you're going to be coming, and you get a chance to play for free. And I kind of talked with Dave about that I'm seeing some, since we did that on Sunday, I'm seeing some other leagues start to kind of do that as well. So it's the innovation coming out of Alberta. It's so fresh and it's fun, and I can't wait to see more coming out of there because, every league night it's getting like at least 40 people out there. People are doing something good in the community, right? And it's going to be fun, and I can't wait to see what else comes out of there. So with that, I'm going to wrap things up, but make sure you're checking out the sponsors of the show. They're going around the bottom that way. I got to. It's this recorded shows are still kind of new for me. As I said at the top, you need something to eat when you're watching these shows, or need to grab something before you go into cornhole. Check out the one local to you, and if there's not one local to you, get a bunch of friends to get a franchise and get one in your area, because you need to have your wings, and you need to have them from Winging It. I know if Mitch Hunter was here, she'd be saying Sky High Lemonade, because that's kind of what she's about. But yeah, so check out Winging It, wingingit.ca. Then also check out jccornhole.com. Check out Jamie. He'll get some great boards for you. Set them up whatever way you want to have. Whatever you want on them, Jamie will do. It's coming back. Then you're going to need something to wear. You're going to need something to wear. So for your best jerseys, jersey number 1 on their list. Hoodies, look for something new coming out with them. East Coast Cornhole, Graham and TJ. Anyone who gets one of their jerseys says, you know what, they are the best. They're a little heavier. They're not like really, really, really lightweight like some of them are. A little heavier. They feel comfortable. They're great. Their hoodies are awesome. And yeah, just go and check them out and get an order the next time they put an order in. East Coast Cornhole are on Facebook. There's a link down below. Yeah, you can go check them out there. And then you gotta be wearing the shoes. And as I said, they're my go-tos now. And we've been saying, Donnie and I have been saying this for forever on the live shows. Hay is for horses. Corn is for cornhole. You're going to go and check out some corn dudes, talk to Pierre, get yourself some great customized shoes, and they're ones that you can wear for days. Like it feels like you're not even wearing anything. Your feet are naked because they just feel so comfortable. So go check out Pierre with corndudes.com. Then my thing is the best bags in the business. I've thrown a lot. I've did the Goldilocks thing. I always talk about you gotta do the Goldilocks thing when you're picking out your bag, and I found the perfect chair, the perfect porridge. It's just right. And that is titanbags.com. Go and check them out. I'm partial to Hellbenders. I like the darts as well too. I know some people don't like the darts, but whatever. They got bags. The darts, the Devastators, the Hellbenders, the Dozers. Craig will tell you, go get the Dozers. But yeah, just go and check them out. Titanbags.com. Candy loves getting messages. Send Candy an email saying, I want these here. I want these bags. I need these bags. Send Candy a message over at Titan, and she will get you the right stuff. So that's it. You've heard enough from me. This show's been about an hour here now, because that's how it's. We're going to do something short, a little short, long. It goes forever. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you're checking out the live shows. Give a like, share, and subscribe on YouTube side. On the Facebook side, making sure you're giving a like and a follow. Share it. Make a comment. And if you want, I can't say a couple of pennies because we don't have pennies here no more. A couple nickels. A few nickels a day will help subscribe. If you subscribe to the show, you can help it out in any way. Would be absolutely much appreciated. Fantastic. And then you get to join in like a hangout that we do off air that's not recorded, and you can say whatever you want. Until next time, which will probably be the live show, but look for a possible. I'm already setting up other recorded shows. I was like, I'm going to do like 1-2 a month. No, let's jump right back in, because that's all I know how to do. Just jump right in and just do it. And you can tell me to stop talking now, but see you later. Have fun. Don't worry about payouts. Just throw the bags and That's it. That's all you got to do.